When your car starts making unfamiliar noises or warning lights pop up on the dashboard, it can be a stressful experience.
Oh, you just gave me PTSD. But now, there's a program that can diagnose car issues in just minutes, taking the guesswork out of vehicle maintenance. And here to tell us more about it is Fred Grimm, who serves as the COO of FIXD. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in. So, first question, what is the FIXD scanner?
Yeah, so it's a little device that you plug into your car. It works with any car made since 1996. We read information from the car, and then we send it all to an app on your phone, and we break car problems down into simple terms. So for any type of car problem you have, we'll tell you in plain English what it means, how severe it is, if you should keep driving or not, and how much it's actually going to cost to get repaired.
Game changer.
Yes, there are so many different vehicle issues that come up. So what are some of the most common?
Yeah, so the check engine light on your car could correspond to over 10,000 different problems. So when the light comes on, you have no clue what it means. And it could range from anything as easy as, replacing your gas cap, which is free, but it could be you need to replace your engine, which could be over $10,000. So the problem is one little car problem could be a huge variance in cost.
Yeah, well, one of those things that can happen, a lot of Americans buy used cars. So that could be something that could help out. So what are the typical challenges that a consumer faces when buying a used car?
Certainly. So if you're buying a used car, the biggest thing you want to make sure is you're not buying a lemon. And that's what a lot of people are afraid of. You're scrolling on Facebook Marketplace, you see a car, it looks perfect, but is it going to fall apart on day 2 of you driving it? So with FIXD, what you can do is you can go and you can plug it into the car when you're inspecting it. We'll tell you if it has any problems. We'll tell you again what the cost of those repairs are, so you can feel more confident that, hey, I'm buying a car that doesn't have any issues and it's not going to fall apart. Another common thing with buying a used car is people can clear the check engine light. So there may be hidden issues that you can't see. With FIXD, we'll tell you if someone's tried to hide those issues right before you went in to take a look at it.
Well, for many of us, as soon as that check engine light pops up, as Elliott mentioned, PTSD major just like hits you. Why do you think that is?
It's something we've all been through, right? Like a check engine light is on about 10% of cars at any given point in time. So it's something that every American has been through. And when it comes on, you just have no clue what it means. Again, it could be something as simple as a loose gas cap that needs to be tightened, or it could be, I need a new engine. And so I think that anxiety is just so common for so many people because you go into a mechanic, you don't know what they're going to tell you the cost, and then you're kind of at their whim. And we're trying to just level the playing field and make sure that every driver knows what they should be expecting to pay.
Yeah, I think what talks to the importance of something like this is a lot of people, when they see that, they have like a holistic approach. They'll see the engine light, they're like, oh, it must be the door or something. I'll slam it really hard. What are the risks associated with someone trying to put off or ignore issues like the engine light?
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Because again, if it's a more severe issue, your car could fail on the road and you could be stranded, and then that's going to be even more expensive to get it towed and then get the issue repaired. So another really cool thing that our product does for drivers is we give you maintenance reminders. The easiest thing that you can do to make sure those types of problems don't happen is just do regular maintenance on your car. But that can also be stressful for people because when do I need to do it? What do I need to do? How do I do it? Those are all things that our product will give you reminders for. We'll tell you exactly what you need to do to maintain your car at what point, so the bad issues don't pop up.
I think the biggest stress factor for people is, especially when you go to the mechanic and they scan it and there's all these codes that could come up for a vehicle. And a lot of times, like you're saying, there's so many different causes for just one code alone. So FIXD is really getting to the bottom of what those specific concerns are to actually help being able to articulate that when you're at the mechanic store.
Yeah, and that's something we see is so common, right? You have a problem, you take it to the mechanic, and then you're at their whim. You just have to trust that what they're telling you is honest. And that's why so many people go and get a second opinion, is just so that they can feel comfortable and confident when they're getting their vehicle repaired. So what we do is we take that anxiety out. It's like having a second mechanic in your pocket that actually saves you money. Right. So when you're using our product, you'll know what the problem is, how much you should pay. So when you go into the mechanic and they give you a number that's incredibly expensive, you know that that's not true and that you're not going to get taken advantage of.
We've seen some images of the device. Is it really that small? How long does it take to put onto the car? Where does it go onto the car, and how do people read the data?
Yeah, so I know it sounds intimidating. It's like, oh, something I have to install in my car. It is as easy as could possibly be. The device it's about half the size of a smartphone really small. You plug it in under the steering wheel. It takes about 2 seconds to just plug it in, and then it automatically connects to your app. So we have a lot of users of every age range, and we make it really, really simple for anybody to be able to use the product.
When are you making the human version?
Well, the human version and versions for boats and planes and everything else need
What
to
a great
exist
idea,
too.
though.
But
Yes.
Incredible.
Thank you so much for joining
yeah,
us
thank you
this
for having
morning.
me. I appreciate it.
You can learn more about FIXD and how the company is revolutionizing the auto industry by visiting them online at FIXD.com.